Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Tia, one half of Cameron and Tia. We are a high school sweetheart couple turned into business partners that photograph weddings in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today I am teaching you all about grip and grins. Okay, so do you know what this is? I did not know it was called this name for the longest time, and then I heard it and I was like, yes, I love it. Grip and grins are the photos during cocktail hour, typically where someone just wraps their arms around each other and they smile at the camera, and it's all the little groupings that you can get. So like the aunts over there, the college friends over there, this couple, that couple. They are fast, they are furious, but they serve a huge purpose. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna expose us. Before Cam and I photographed our first wedding, which we photographed together, neither of us had ever second shot, third shot, assisted. We had not even been in a wedding besides had our own wedding. So we really had not seen the experience firsthand. And we did tons of education to make ourselves prepared and make sure that we could serve our clients well. But we did not know about grip and grins. We did not know about this type of shot during cocktail hour. So we went maybe our first year not shooting grip and grins. And I cringe thinking back on that because grip and grins serve such a higher purpose. So I get it. You're maybe like, how am I going to photograph this extra thing when I'm so busy during cocktail hour? I am often photographing sunset portraits with the couple. I am photographing reception detail shots. I'm also doing the weird like shuffle dance of like checking to see if their reception is ready, then coming back, then checking to see if it's ready. Oh no, they're actually adding this to the tables again. Okay, shoot, I need to wait longer. Okay, now I'm gonna come back. And that's a lot. There's a lot to be done. But grip and grins can be done super, super fast. So let me tell you why they're important first. Number one, grip and grins are a great way to strengthen a relationship that you've been building throughout the day. So we really preach on something that we call the bridesmaid buy-in, which is where we meet a bridesmaid or a groomsman or anyone in the wedding party, and we build this relationship throughout the entire day. One way that we really strengthen that is during cocktail hour, serving them. So I meet someone in the morning, let's say her name is Morgan, we're vibing, we're having a great time. I've really showed her what a great photographer I am, demonstrated value to her by making portraits really easy, really fun, shown her that I am really looking out for her friend, the bride's interests, shown her that I'm a cheerleader, all those things. She's really bought in, right? I get to cocktail hour and I capitalize on that. I get a photo of her with her significant other, her with her parents that are in attendance, her with her friends. I walk right up to her. I have her introduce me to her significant other, so I'm getting front of mind. Or she's hanging out with friends. I walk up and say, oh my gosh, you guys, can I get a photo of all you guys with Morgan? Not only am I showing Morgan, hey, I'm serving you right now. I'm getting you and your friends, but I'm showing all these guys. I have this relationship with Morgan. Morgan and I chat. We know each other. We've met each other today, but we have this strong relationship. So it's a great way to just strengthen that. And a lot of these bridesmaids, groomsmen, wedding party become our future clients, and it's a great way for us to serve them and their significant other right then and there. They have this professional photo of them looking amazing in their bridesmaid dress with their significant other in this amazing suit, and they're able to post that, share that, and we stay front of mind for a while because not only do we build this relationship, we strengthen it in the moment. It also allows us to blow guests out of the water. So let me tell you a story. A couple weeks ago, we met a groomsman and I recognized him, but I couldn't place him, and I'm really good with faces. I'm also really good with names. I really work hard to learn people's names and to keep them because I know I'm going to run into them at future weddings. So I introduced myself and I said, sorry, I can't remember your name, though I knew that I had probably seen him before. He goes, oh yeah, no. I've never been in a wedding or anything. I've just been a guest at a couple of your weddings. But I know you. You guys are Cameron and Tia. We've met a little like cocktail hour on the dance floor, but I wouldn't expect you to know me. And that was such a great example of like, yes, I'm going rapid fire, boom, 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 boom. Grip and grin here, grip and grin there, grip and grin there. He had never been a groomsman in a wedding before, but we got here and he knew everything about us. I later went to go follow him on social media because we love to follow people that we've built relationships with. He was already following us, and we had actually met him 4 years prior at the first wedding that we shot that he was just a guest at. He was just, and I don't want to say that guests aren't VIPs because, I mean, there are 250 guests at a lot of weddings, right? There's no way that you're going to get to know all these people. You're really focused in on the VIPs of the wedding day, your couple, their families, maybe their extended families, their friends that are in the wedding party. And there are so many other people that you might think, oh, I'm not going to really build a relationship with these type of people. But little do you know, by serving them through grip and grins, you will. You can build this small relationship that could lead 4 years down the road to a wedding inquiry. And you know, that's a huge money-making relationship that if you can build it quickly, you can see a huge return on that. So I want to encourage you to not just serve the VIPs on the wedding day. Look around and say, okay, there are 250 people here. How many people can I photograph constantly during cocktail hour? I set a goal to look around and say, can I photograph all these people at least once? And typically you can just make your way around cocktail hour, boom, 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 boom. I literally like turn and then I switch and then I turn and then I switch and then I turn. And you might see them later and get them in another grouping. Maybe they're with their college friends and then they were with their high school friends and now they're with their parents that are also the bride's neighbors. And that's how they originally met. And so you're able to get them in a lot of different groupings and serve them really well, but it's fun. It's fun to gamify it, set a goal for how many groupings of all these people who weren't necessarily considered VIPs, how can I serve them in this moment? Breaking news! We are so sorry to interrupt this YouTube video, but do we have news for you? If you're watching this video live, next week we have an amazing surprise coming to our shop. It is a huge sale where all of our products and courses are up to 20% off. So we'll see you then, and let's jump right back into the video. Bye! And then the last reason why Grip and Grins are important, which should be evident by now, is this serves your couple. They make such intentional choices about their guest list, and so many people mean so much to them in their lives, and they can't have all those people in family photos or in wedding party photos. But that doesn't mean that they don't have a strong relationship with them. Something that this always reminds me of is that we have a group of friends that when we got married, we had just met them. We had maybe met them like 4 months prior, max 6 months prior, but we were like, oh, we really love these people. I think these might become our friend group, our adult friend group. This might be kind of bold, but let's invite them to the wedding. Let's see, maybe they'll come. I don't know if this relationship is going to become something, but we really want it to. We now reminisce on this and they say the same thing of like, wow, we didn't expect to get invited. They didn't get to save the date or anything because it was so close to the wedding day. And those people now are our main adult friend group. They are some of our best friends. And so you make those intentional choices about these people. They were definitely not a VIP at our wedding. They were barely on the guest list, but they've become some of our best friends. And we are so thankful to have photos of them at our wedding because you get this one wedding day, but they also become your best friends. And so thinking about that, reversing that as a photographer of how can you serve each and every person at this day because they were intentionally selected to be there. And not only do you not know what they mean to the couple in that moment, but 5, 10, 15 years down the road from now, they might mean something huge to this couple. And so getting that one photo of them at cocktail hour at your couple's event can mean so much to your couple. So it's just a great way to serve your couple. You would be surprised how many reviews we have from our couples that did not expect that. And I think that's because they have been at weddings, just as guests, non-VIPs, where they never saw themselves in the wedding gallery. They didn't get any grip and grins. Maybe they weren't on the dance floor that much, so they didn't really get photographed. And so then they get this chunk of their gallery that's filled with all these other guests, and they're blown away. And that shows up in reviews. And you know, reviews are only these highlighted portions of, wow, this was amazing, this was amazing, this was amazing. And they included that. Like, that blows me away. So here's how we do it. I walk up to people with the goal of blowing them away. I come in hot, I come in full of personality, and I try to make an impact from the get-go. Because again, I might get a limited interaction with this guest. I might only see them and only talk to them for 30 seconds. So how can I come in hot? And you'll see this in the video when I show you some raw footage of me just walking around cocktail hour. When I come in hot, I ask them if I can take a photo. You will get jokesters, you will get uncles who are like, no, or like, you pay me. You gotta bring the dad jokes to come back at them, to be ready of like, oh, go ahead and add that to my tab, I'll see you later. But then you'll sometimes get people who say no, and I just move on from those. I just know that I'm not gonna be able to serve them and I don't wanna dole on that. But 99% of people will say, oh my gosh, absolutely, I love that. Here, let me wrap arms. And then I'll tell them, go ahead, wrap arms around each other. I wanna make it casual. I wanna make it known that I'm not gonna pose to you. This is just, go ahead, pull each other in, give me a big old classic smile. And then I count them down. These people have not worked with you, so they don't know like when you're gonna take the photo. They don't know your typical rhythm that maybe you've gotten into with the wedding party. So I just count them down as like a very like classic photography vibe. And I say, okay, 3, 2, and 1. Or 1, 2, and 3, ah, perfect. I give them instant feedback and I gush. Again, I'm coming in hot. I'm trying to come in really, really bold, really, really crazy. So I gush about them. Wow, you guys, oh my gosh, blown away. Are you kidding? That was awesome. And then I move on. I say thank you, I move on. That's it. But I walk away from so many interactions where I can kind of still hear them when they turn to each other and go, oh my gosh, I love her energy, or oh wow, she's so fun. And then what happens is if you have a bridesmaid, a groomsman, a family member that you've been working all day with, that's in that circle when you walk away. You know, the aunt turns and goes, oh my gosh, she's so fun. And the mom goes, yes, Cam and Tia are just amazing. They've served us so well. And she has this opening to then brag on you. And it works without fail. So Grip and Grins are a way to sell yourself. They're a way to sell your brand, the way to sell your company. It spreads rapid fire throughout the entire cocktail hour. So I'm gonna take you behind the scenes. You're gonna join me. We're just gonna show you some quick raw clips of literally boom, 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 me just walking around. One bonus tip, I will typically hang around and chat with people a little bit more, so maybe I'll give them all that praise. And then if it feels like they're vibing, if I'm not like interrupting anything, I'll make connections like complimenting a dress. I'll make connections of like if they're friends with someone else. So like if they're friends with a bridesmaid, I'll ask, and now how do you guys know each other? Are you guys college friends? Were you guys Benny Johnnies together? Things like that to get a conversation started, and that's where you can make those connections even stronger and a little bit less transactional, but still, even when they are transactional, as you've seen from the examples I provided, they still make a huge impact. So let's jump in. I just have some raw footage of me walking around the cocktail hour just so you can see me in action, see what the vibe is. Let's go ahead and watch them. Today we are at the beautiful Mayowood Stone Barn, and I'm going to show you how we photograph Grip and Grins. So Grip and Grins are key for us. Not only is it a great time to photograph all of the guests who maybe aren't in wedding party or aren't in family photos but are super significant to the couple, but it's also a way that we market our business. It's a way that we get in front of people, we make connections, people who maybe we've shot throughout the day and some people who we haven't. So we're going to take you behind the scenes and show you. Okay, we're made for this photo. Ready, 1, 2, and 3. Very nice. Okay, y'all. Ready, 1, 2, and 3. Woo! I love you. How are you? We've met at a wedding before. We met briefly out there. On that candle. This is the rainy. Yeah. Oh my God. Let me get a photo for you. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. Ready?
Smile, John.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah, is this a third wheel situation?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Can I get a photo of the two? That's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I love it. Right up there. Okay, y'all, ready? 1, 2, and 3. Thank you. Oh my God. How about right there? How about over there? Let's go. Okay, y'all. 1, 2, and 3. I like it. Now look for it. Yes. Okay, y'all. 1, 2, and 3. Woo! Yeah, that's You guys, may I take a photo of this? Woo! You know this?
No, not really. No.
Okay, we'll watch together. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Woo! I like it. You nailed it. Okay, y'all. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, y'all. 1, 2, and 3.
I was telling Karen, I'm like,
Cute. Stay there. I said go. You kiss it all over the side of the face. Go. Get it. Thank you. This is Thomas. Okay, so what you think of that? I want to know all your thoughts on Grip and Grins. Is this something you do? Is this something you never thought of, like us, early on in those early years? Do you like doing Grip and Grins? Do you hate it? I want to know everything. Spill the tea in the comments section, and we have tons more videos showing tangible tips like this. Be sure to like and subscribe for future videos, and until next time, bye!